Is this match actually starting? Well, when that happens. Anybody sure it's free. We'll go with that. Particularly great choices.
Seven new enemies have appeared before you. It is time to show them your power.
Go through the chat. I guess this is my best choice here. My secondary choice. Good thing I remembered I got the free thing there. Hey, how's it going?
Go forth and bend them to your will.
And I win. Ooh. I do. Okay, cool. Yay, winning.
Yes, of victory! Now do it again.
Really good choices there, but we'll get this anyway. And we'll keep building up this one.
You are doing well. Keep them scared.
Think I win this? Yeah, definitely win this. Merlin, how's it going, buddy?
Maybe going. How about you?
Going good, going good. What is the Happy Haps?
Now do it again.
So you all ready for the launch?
As ready as I can be. How about you?
I think so.
Tass told me you were trying to talk him into playing.
I have been. I don't know if he's going to or not. I know he's been super enjoying Warframe.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him. I don't know what it is. You know, I don't know. Maybe you should pray for him. Yeah,
So we'll see.
I was not pushing to talk there because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I said there's something wrong with him. You know, I don't know what it is. Maybe you should pray for him because Warframe's not that good.
Yeah, I played. I don't know, maybe 3-5 hours, something like that. Not very long. And it was just like, yeah, I can't do this.
But he's enjoying it. I guess that's what matters.
True, and I'm glad he is enjoying it because he's needed something to play.
I just miss him coming in to hang out. He doesn't have to play WoW to hang out.
True to that. So weird not having weak horrors anymore.
It's definitely something to get used to.
Yeah, trying to figure out how I can get my arcane charges where I want them on my bar. Because for whatever reason, it's not something that's tracked by any of the built-ins.
we got a pretty good crew of people, which is good. We also have a good amount of people,
Okay.
which is you know more beneficial than detriment as long as everybody's cool. Like,
True. Yeah.
if start bitching about sitting all the time, well, they know where the door is.
Yep.
But we're going to be doing our best to rotate people. It's never going to be hey, you are a bench player unless someone's really not good enough. But then it's just an honest conversation. It's not, you know, anything crazy. It's just, look, you can't hang.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't perform. It's as simple.
you know. But like, if you're a good person, you could hang out on the bench, and we'll eventually get you kills.
Yep.
Yeah, but everybody here seems super super chill. Like, I honestly haven't actively recruited um at all on the break. Like, I did all my recruiting before the break.
Okay.
We ate another guild. Um,
Oh, that was tasty, huh?
oh, it was. We
How,
picked up two officers from that, and they're good people, but neither one is a raid leader, so I am stuck raid leading.
wait, Matt bailed on you?
Matt bailed on me last tier.
Oh, I didn't realize he bailed at you on the tier.
Yeah, he's going to be running an AOTC team.
Okay.
Um, Within the guild, he's going to be running our AOTC team, not a AOTC team.
Okay.
Which is something we had wanted to do anyway.
Yes.
So, getting an in-house leader for it as opposed to an external leader who, let's say, if they run things the same way I would have, is a better choice anyway.
Yeah. Why can I find nothing that will track arcane charges? No, I mean that will be good. Like, so what are the new raid lead, or what are the other two officers?
They're picking up recruitment from me.
Really?
Yep. Which, ironically, right now we don't need, but still. Um, One of those important things to have. I'm going to be 21st manning.
Okay.
Just because, at the time it makes more sense. You know, we have more than enough people. Um, so me, you know, not, performing as well and being in raid isn't going to help us as much as, you know, me being on the bench and calling shit properly.
I mean, it's definitely an interesting idea to go with that. What are you going to play as your main?
I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be playing as Hunter, Blood Death Knight, and Resto Shaman. Whenever I come in, one of those three.
Okay.
Because there is a possible um, double DK fight. It doesn't look like it needs to be though. So, you know, well, I'll have it ready in case we do need it. And I will more than likely rotate in a tank so that one of our two officers who are playing tank sits for me.
Okay.
But, if I'm outperforming people while I am, raid leading, the first week, first 2 weeks, well, I'm likely going to be in and calling shit while I'm playing.
That will be interesting to see how that goes in general. Like, I feel as hunter, that's definitely a possibility, depending on how tuning and all that fun stuff is.
Very true. That part always matters.
Yep.
Right now, BM's looking mid, Survival's looking strong.
True, but do we ever really need more melee?
Not really, but so we're gonna have 2 hunters in the raid, aside from me.
Okay.
Um, not necessarily playing at the same time, but one of them is going to be a survival main BM when can't afford more melee, and the other one's going to be, you know, primarily BM unless survival's just cracked on a particular fight.
So
Okay.
you do have potential.
Because from what I've seen, nothing looks particularly punishing for melee. And I've watched all 7 bosses that have been tested on Mythic. Which,
Well, that's interesting. Usually there's some boss that just nukes melee.
exactly. Like, that's what I was completely expecting, and I'm like, what's going on here? Because this stuff don't happen.
I have obtained some new minions for you to peruse.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Like, I enjoy doing Mythic Plus to start with, and just kind of going through there, see where life treats me.
If we build it,
Absolutely nothing wrong with that, man.
or else.
Played most of the dungeons on beta, and it's interesting. Like, once you learn the fights, it's they're not particularly hard dungeons, because there's a lot less going on per fight. Like, instead of dealing with
True.
7 mechanics per boss, you're dealing with like 3.
Yeah, Cure took me through one last night. And I was like, okay, this isn't terrible. So it should be good. Like, I only remember a little bit of the one from previous expansion. Was it the alchemy one?
Yeah. The Alcazar Academy.
Yeah, that was just like super trash heavy.
It was, but none of the trash was particularly hard, which made it super fun.
True.
Curious outcome. I see you can make the most of your moment.
And I kind of say like I'm playing around Arcane and stuff, and it's like, okay, this isn't bad. Like they didn't do bad changes. The triple orb is kind of cool.
This minion will serve you well.
I'm sure I get to pull lots of trash with that in some of these dungeons.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely do.
But at least that's what I played with before they removed it. Was the random orbs and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and then I should actually go through, maybe tomorrow night, I'll go through and empty out the last bit of stuff in my bags in my bank.
Into your bank, you might as well just sell it, brother.
That's what I'm selling. It's all vendor stuff. Like lots of, I got rid of most of the stuff out of my bank before I quit. That's how I made like 3 million gold in those last 2 weeks.
That was smart.
Remember, do not hold back.
See, I learned over the years I always keep all this junk in my bags, and I really don't need it in my bank anymore.
Sorry, guys. Just dropped my drink, buddies. Okay. Terribly sorry.
Fast asleep and a big bomb went off, you'd probably wake up.
I know, I would. I'm genuinely apologizing to them.
Yes, a
The only thing that sucks that I still have is a cauldron.
I mean, it's still kind of useful for, you know, if, something, you can use for keys or whatnot.
True. Yep. Especially for like normal heroic to start with.
Yes, yes, make room for better things.
No, I'm also debating on what alts I want to level up to. And then what ones I'll just throw inside the city to just have them grind professions.
Whichever minion you pick, make
Always a
sure they
difficult choice to make.
I don't cry much.
But the first thing I'm going to level is my hunter. Because I went, well, you know, it's going to be equally as quick to quest on my hunter as it is my DK. Because my DK can pull like 10 mobs at a time. But my DK will be able to insta queue for dungeons, and my hunter can't.
True. I mean, yeah, I don't know how much I'll do with dungeons to start with. Like, well, normally you have to complete the story anyway
Wait,
before you can
longer.
get into a lot of stuff. Everything's blocked
Ow.
by that.
I can still hear you.
These battles are quite an impressive display of power.
All for profit.
Go forth and bend them to your will.
So obviously you're playing mage. What's Salty think about playing?
He's gonna play Warlock and Resto Druid, but Warlock primarily. Yeah, he likes Demo, and since Demo's like S tier for Mythic Plus, he's like, I'm just gonna play what's best.
My least favorite warlock spec.
Yeah, he loved it. Like he loved it when he was playing it. No, so that'll be good. I know I think he'll actually end up finish leveling those off this week because I don't think either one is max yet. Max 80. Yeah, it's kind of like, we have 2 weeks before really anything happens anyway. So it's like, well, just kind of level up as we go.
Yep, plenty of time.
Show them your power.
it comes out Thursday, right? Thursday 5 Eastern, is that right?
6 Eastern. Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
if you bought the biggest version. Otherwise, it
Yes.
comes out Tuesday.
Yep.
that occur after receiving your degree.
And what is it? Raid Mythic Plus is like March 17th, is that right?
17th is normal heroic. Um, and then Mythic comes out, and Mythic Plus come out the week after. And Mythic Zero
Oh.
comes out the 17th.
Oh, okay. So Mythic Plus is the 24th. Okay. I have to text it to myself so I can try to take off a couple days.
You are a force to be feared.
That's weird that Mythic Plus is coming out the week after the raid.
I mean, that's what happened the first week of Dragonflight, too.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Or not Dragonflight, of War Within. Yeah.
Yes, a victory. Now do it again.
Okay. I did not realize that. Like, I thought they all came out at the raid time.
Anytime they do a heroic week, they don't release M plus with it.
Okay, so yeah, then it's just zeros. Well, that's interesting. Zeros for out for normal and heroic raid. That's definitely different.
Yep. It's the best gear you can get as champion that week.
Yeah.
You are doing well. Keep them scared.
Which, I mean, for the first tier of the expansion makes sense because you don't have people coming in with mythic gear, which is as good as normal raid gear.
True.
I have obtained some new minions.
Yeah, I think the week that Mythic Plus comes out, if I can take off that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I'll just grind Mythic Plus that week.
I am
At least to
sure
some
you'll
degree.
find a use for this one somewhere.
Maybe it'll actually be warm outside and it won't be so freaking cold.
That would be a wonderful thing.
Maybe your snow will melt by then.
It won't. Actually, most of the snow from yesterday melted already.
Oh, really? Okay.
It was 50 today.
Oh, wow. You were
Yeah.
warmer than I was.
Yeah, we got like 6 inches of snow, and then, almost all of it melted in one day.
How do I
I've never seen this in my life.
2 words? Necro.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. What's up, Doom?
What's up?
Just people being excited for midnight in a few days.
Yep. That'll be good.
Be nice to have a reason to play again.
True to that.
Good.
Yes, a victory. Now do it again.
All right, well, I'm going to bounce out. I will catch you guys, if nothing else, Thursday night.
All right, brother. Have fun.
All right, see ya.
See?
I'll try to sweet talk Taz some more.
You try. You try. I haven't seen him in a while, so you should try.
I miss that fucker.
So true.
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
Have we at all considered not doing a normal split this season?
I mean, we could, but we would be really behind on tier.
Well, here's the because I was thinking about it. First, I was thinking about it just from the standpoint of the gear in normal sucks more than it used to, and basically everything has to get replaced like immediately because now you can only get it to 2 out of 6 heroic instead of 4 out of 6 heroic like you used to be able to. So
Yeah.
it's not even as good a gear now. So like you can replace it by just doing mythics pretty easily, other than the tier pieces. And then I know normally we send most stuff to tanks and healers on normal, and then we do the split so we can kind of have half the raid and half the raid. But like that's also historically, at least last time we did it, we only had 20 people when we ran, and so it was like a 10 and 10 split. If we're running with a full 30 and we're splitting gear, we may just end up putting gear on people that aren't going to end up using it anyways.
It is a possibility.
Like, we will get a lot more gear though because it's 30 people. I forget how much drops.
Yeah, that is the.
But we do get more gear. So it would help, but I guess to the point is if we just do one run of 30 people and dump everything into the tanks and healers, we may still end up just better off gear wise and give us more time to actually get heroic down like the first week if we only spend 1.5 days on normal, or even less, because I know obviously reclearing is challenging and I don't know how good everyone is on their alts. It's just a thought, because I started thinking about it and I just started thinking about it. And
a lot of the people who don't play alts, like, are running two of the same character.
well, I mean that's fine too. I'm just saying, but I don't know the people who do play alts that just aren't as performance, because there's always. So, I mean, like even like Ty, right? He excellent on his warlock, okay on his mage, not very good on his priest. Like, I mean, it's just, I mean, compared to his own standards, not people, but you know what I mean. Like there's definitely a drop off depending on what he has to do and skill, and he's one of the better players. So I'm just extrapolating that down to other people who aren't necessarily on Ty's level at his warlock, and then you just chunk that down a little bit as you progress down, especially for brand new content. Granted, it's normal, so who cares? But if we are taking more than 3 to 5 wipes per normal boss, that's
I don't think we'll wipe on. Honestly, I don't think we'll wipe on anything except for the last boss on normal, unless it's a quick. We didn't understand a mechanic. Reset
right,
and kill.
I would hope. I mean, usually the damage is so pathetic on normal that any seasoned raiders don't have, like, tanks don't even have to tank properly, and healers are just, as long as they're healing, it's fine. Like normal's not historically an issue, but I'm more thinking just like having the extra time on heroic if it ends up being worthwhile, just because if we're going to replace all that gear anyways, and aren't the tier sets kind of lame as well in this season?
None of them are incredible. Well, hold on. Let me look at Araya's spreadsheet.
And I guess I mean specifically like tanks and healers, because they're the ones that are going to be getting most of the tier. Also, I really hope they hurry up and nerf druids, because I don't think we want 2 leather tanks, because that'll also make tier a pain, because tier is done by gear type now.
Well, I mean, each one of you would be getting your gear in a different split anyway.
I mean, like later on when we're trying to upgrade tier and do things, and just generally speaking, it'll be a pain. And I'm also just fully expecting to nerf druids, and I don't really want us to be running with a potato tank. So I'm hoping they either don't nerf him and he stays on it, or they hurry up and nerf it, and I don't have to worry about it, because it is definitely a concern. Because they're doing. Have you seen their damage numbers? Like
it's stupid.
They're so high. Like I'm like they're not keeping that. There's no way. Like,
but do they nerf it to the point where they're just above everyone and not crazy above everyone?
I mean, even Tactics said even if they do that, they basically drop out of being good tanks.
It's true.
Because it's just they don't bring any raid utility, because you will have at least one other druid in the group, almost for sure a resto druid. Because, and like I said, all those tier lists, I really think they're all undervaluing resto druids, because they're just like, well, we'll just bring more Prez evokers, and because we're gonna have a tank druid, and in that scenario, yeah, that makes sense. But as soon as the tank druid doesn't do that kind of bonkers damage, Resto Druid just slots right back in there to get your buff, and you're back to using a warrior or a blood DK.
Yep.
And I think it's the same reason warrior is not in, you know, S tier, is because they're like, oh, Guardian Druid. It's like, so they bump the warrior down, but it's like, I mean, I wish I could go find a historic, like all the times that, you know, different tanks had been meta over the seasons.
Yeah. But it's
Without
also
doing a bunch
painful
of
now that they
research.
said that there's not going to be any class tuning until uh, the first day raid's coming out, so you can't make any adjustments based on they actually fix something.
Yep. But there's no way they're keeping that damn. If they are, we can double Druid tank. We'll smash stuff.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair, that is the joke. I have the chat logs where we said neither of us were playing Druids unless it turned out to be a meta tank, and then we just both played Druids. Because I was like, if it's meta, we can just both play Druids then, and we'll just be that guild. But I'm still so convinced it's gonna fall off and get swapped with Warrior.
That is more than likely the truth.
And Blood DK's always managed to squeak in there as the other plate tank that works. But no, the one guy also thinks that M0 will be available March 3rd.
No, it won't.
He thinks it won't be the seasonal Mythic 0, but it'll be the 8 Midnight Dungeons will be available before Season 1 starts.
No, they'll be available. They've already said they're available the 17th. So unless they're lying about that, which, always a possibility.
It's from some Gamescom video where Ian said that they would be available the week of preseason launch, which is the 3rd. So we'll see what actually pops out. I mean, even if they're out, they might not drop the right level gear.
Absolutely true.
Which would be more my thought, is like, yeah, no, they're all out there, but they're not dropping anything. Oh yeah, that's what M0 is available at reduced item level. That's what he's expecting. Yeah, for 3-6 veteran gear. So what is Heroic dropping? Heroic is dropping. Okay, so yeah, well, that's still good though. So I guess they're expecting the M0s that are open week 1, the Mythic Zeros open week 1 to drop veteran gear, which is better than Heroic gear, because Heroic's just going to drop adventurer gear.
Mr. Bigglesworth is a rescue kitty, you know. And a very beautiful kitty, too, aren't you, precious?
But then, like, the very next week, like, you can get champion gear from tokens, from doing delves, from doing everything else. So, like, everything's going to get replaced so fast. Alright. I'm gonna hop off. I just want to put that nugget in your head because I was thinking about it and I was going like, I just don't know if it's worth the time, but I guess it depends. I guess it's really a gamble because if we get crap loot anyways, it's not worth the time, and if we get good loot on our first round through, I don't know.
Damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
That's kind of the way I feel. I just know it's. I feel like it's since we're getting the heroic week, it'd be really nice to like clear heroic week 1 if we could, um, which we would only do obviously if we spend all the time on it, and we certainly could do it week 2. But I fully expect us to get it week 2.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I will definitely get AOTC in the dream, whatever it is. But I expect we'll get full AOTC week 2 because it's only the 7th boss equivalent, not the end boss.
Yeah, I mean, if we, well, that's why I'm thinking. I was like, I feel like we could get AOTC of both the first week because the only boss we really struggled on heroic, really, was,
We struggled on Nexus
was
King a bit, but that was
I
more.
don't.
Yeah, we wiped on Nexus King in the first week. Second week we struggled on Dimensius, and then we killed it third week because that's why we turned over so many people. The second week was people started looking for kills because we didn't get AOTC week 1, and we didn't get it on the second night.
Yeah, I mean, Nexus King. I mean, yeah, Nexus King was the first one we struggled on, but it only took 20 pulls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When I say struggle, it just
It took us a while to get there because we did the double normal splits, and then clearing, and then have to re-clear, because we didn't clear obviously the first week, and then we had to redo Araz, which was just kind of annoying because obviously it's easy to screw up. And then and that's why but I feel like we could easily, because of we're not, and again it only took us 42 pulls on Dimensius. Once we stayed there and did it, if we would have just done the 42 that first night instead of taking 20 pulls on what you call it. But because I think it's important for recruiting and for general morale to get heroic done as quickly and cleanly as possible.
I agree.
Especially like, if I'm going and I'm looking, and I actually did that with a bunch of the people that we have with us, a lot of people did not get their AOTC in the first couple of weeks, and that's usually what I'm like people should have AOTC week 1 or week 2. Like AOT week 3 just looks bad to CE guild people because it's like that's a week late. Well, that's 2 weeks late in some people's opinion, but if you're more, you're not raiding 5 days a week, it's not awful. But yeah.
So for a 2-day guild, I think week 3 is fine. It's if you are 3 days or more, you better have a week 2.
I don't know. I know. Like, yeah, the last guild is in. We did it AOTC week 2, and we didn't do splits or anything. But everybody, and certainly didn't feed loot anywhere. And it just seemed to having the extra time was better. Yeah, food for thought. Just something I was thinking about because I was rereading that Laria's raid guide thing after they did the updates to the crests, and just how the hero gear is going to be bad to the point where I'm like, especially as tanks, I'm like, is it going to be worth keeping a damage set bonus over just a much higher item level out of Myth 10?
Yeah.
Because Myth 10s are going to be dropping 266 hero gear.
Yeah. And I need to. In fact, let me pull up tier bonuses. Where was it? In. All right, let's look at these set bonuses. Blood DK. That's just straight damage. Because this is where I'm worried about it for is for tanks and healers. So I'm just going to skip everything that's not a tank or healer.
Extra damage. Well, that's what I'm saying. I thought all of it was just damage.
So the healers get, well, at least Druid gets a really good healing bonus. 25% healing on regrowth, and regrowth goes,
Wild growth.
or yeah, wild growth, and reduce cooldown on it, and mana efficiency on the 4-piece, which that's nice.
Looks like Pres Evokers are similar.
Yeah, Prez. I bet you they're all the same type. Yeah, it looks like
It looks
every.
like it. Healers are 20% healing increase, and tanks are just damage. So,
Yeah.
Shield of the Righteous, 20% more damage.
Maybe splits is the wrong call.
I think it's just worth at least trying to think about because yeah, it's looks like it's just flat healing increase and flat damage increase, which since the item level is going to be so much lower, I don't know the math, but I assume for tanking for sure, getting the higher item level item, you might lose some damage, but you're going to get so much more defensive out of the armor, the stamina, etc., etc. That it's will almost be worth holding on to it until you get your rest of your set pieces and or use your catalysts, which you get tons of. And then if tanks have to just catalyze their hero gear, so be it. It happens. But yeah, it just something I was looking at because I remembered somebody saying the set bonuses suck, but I actually hadn't looked at them until just now either. I just know somebody I read somewhere that it was like everyone's like, oh great, because it's just I think even the DPS classes, everyone it's just does more damage, which again, if it's just a damage increase and not like a significant make you proc more so your damage is actually like exponentially higher, then better gear does the same thing. So I don't know. But my girlfriend is yelling at me. Not really yelling at me, but she's poking at me to hop off. So I'm going to go do that.
All right, buddy.
I'll catch you later.
Enjoy. Where's the item level guide? Does it have the 100% what I was looking for. That's what I was looking
Oh, I'm dumb.
the crew, minion. Now, don't abandon ship just yet. You can still win this. The open sea calls your name. I like how you run your ship. Fortunate souls. Batten down the hatches. Timeless spectacle. Welcome to the crew, minion. I have a good feeling about that one. sweeter. It's not the strongest, but it sure knows how to sing.
Right on, right on.
You're winning. Keep that up.
Nice. And I win. Yay.
Your spirit will shine throughout the ages. I saw
Yes,
this.
please.
I saw this coming.
So we got this. Yes, please.
Watch out! I'm groovy. Ho ho! You run a tight ship. All hand hoy! All hand hoy!
This. Maybe.
Hire a new recruit while you can.
Yes. Alright. You're gonna eat next turn. That's just a fact check. What is this? Makes sense. So that this one getting and play that. Slowly worked in.
Ahoy, me hearties!
Yep, 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 yep.
What do we say when others try to sink our ship? Not today. try to sink our ship. Not today. Yeah, how's it going out there?
Love to hear discussion.
Big things. Good.
Batten down the hatches.
All right. Should win this. Oh, I tied it. Almost as good.
Yeah, how's it going out there?
Just gonna like that. Let's see. I think I did one.
Jolly good. You are ahead. Victory never tasted sweeter. I'm hogging all the power. The shadows call.
Every day, ride or die.
Hey, thanks for the follow. How's your day going?
What do we say when others try to sink our ship? Not today. To the locker with them. At least for that round.
All right, swapping through. Wow. Well, we will buy ourselves an extra one.
For adventure.
Elemental work best there because it gives me a bonus. Okay, nothing there.
Fortunate souls.
And we'll eat all of that. And it'll be delicious. This guy has not lost a single match. When was the last time I fought him? 10 turns ago. Okay. So we have no clue what he has in store for me. It's going to be great. And we're going out here. GG's. Oh, wait. I forgot to get the extra gold this turn. Let's see. Probably not going to change anything at the end of the day, but we will see.
We could use an extra pair of hands around here.
There. That one.
It's not the strongest, but it sure knows how to sing. Hire a new recruit while you can. The shadows call.
All right. And here's where we lose.
You're winning. Keep that up.
That's just fucking ridiculous. Oh well, I got second place. I can't be mad about that. Got more points than I've lost tonight. yous.
First and foremost, the pre-game setup. Let's get a look at our lineups.
What was that draft? I did not know this was a draft.
My money's on this one.
Alright, Torvid Soldier.
Unlocked, and we're ready for one heck of a match.
We got Orion versus their
Enter the
Queen. This should be interesting.
First up, get ready for control.
Oh, you don't start with. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Now's the time for our teams to work out their strategies.
A little old man dancing.
The arena is ready and waiting.
Love a good old man dance.
What an interesting hypothesis.
You mean a chicken fried the slice?
You're mistaken.
3, 2, 1. Let's capture the objective.
RGGing. Like, I don't know. This is still winnable for them.
Let's check the stats. 1-2-0. Enemy turret. Some intense competition this round. Up next, start the push.
Much obliged.
The arena is calling. Our teams have 20 seconds left.
Come on.
All right, let's go tear them up.
Three, two, one. Capture the objective. Let's get this done.
All right, I didn't think I was gonna get one tap there. That was on me.
Still got some fight in me. Enemy on the move. Stop them. Who needs healing?
I did a lot of damage there, but I got knocked out.
Your end is within my reach.
If I'm still standing, I'm still fighting. We have to meet their
Oh, that was just terrible.
I've seen tougher spots.
Enemy turret within my sight.
Anyone needs some cold refreshment? Don't let them push it any farther.
30 seconds remaining.
Oops. I just got knocked the fuck out.
The score is 1-1. Let's have a look at our MVPs. Coming up next, we're picking up speed with a payload race. What tactics will the teams come up with this round? The arena is ready and waiting. 20 seconds to go.
Still got some fun.
I'm sorry.
Affirmative.
teams are gearing up. Every choice is crucial. The arena is calling. Our teams have 20 seconds left. Three, two, one. Commencing attack on objective B. The objective unlocked in 10 seconds. The objective's online.
Oh, at least I made sure I did my bounty.
I am on fire! Come face me!
We need to take out that turret.
My ultimate is charging.
What the fuck? I didn't even appear to be down that much. Maybe I was and I just didn't realize I got it. Well, I took out my opposed, but
Turret up ahead.
Still got some fight
right, sound went out. Okay. I've got you in my I'm dead.
I rubbed some dirt on you. Let's go.
Locking silent vector.
Hey, he's already gotten a better ult into me. Nice.
Really tell who the playmakers are. Coming up, time to face off in control.
Oh, it's a best of 7. Oh, okay then.
Time for the teams to gear up.
Sure, I was supposed to. These are definitely no joke. Competitive stadiums, best of 7.
The arena is ready and waiting. 20 seconds to go. We're at the match point. Just one more round and they win it all. 3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
I'm fine and then I'm dead. I don't understand that.
Enemy here! Group up with me!
That one's confirmed. Bring up here. Enemy turret sighted. Enemy turret destroyed.
Yes. There we go.
Let's take a look at this highlight.
Alright, I think I am logging off of here. Thanks for tuning in. Those who's tuned in. Appreciate it.